Have you ever wondered about the origins of country names? Behind every name lies a fascinating story, some rooted in ancient myths, others tied to historical figures, geographic features, or cultural identities. These names offer a glimpse into the past, revealing tales of conquest, migration, and even humor. Today, we'll explore how countries get their names, the stories behind them, diving into the etymology of country names and uncovering the unique history each one holds. Names rooted in geography. When it comes to naming countries, one of the most straightforward inspirations is the geography of the land itself. Mountains, rivers, coastlines, and even the position of a country in relation to others have often played a pivotal role in shaping its name. These names not only describe the physical characteristics of a place, but also reveal how its early inhabitants perceived their environment. Let's start with Iceland and Greenland, two countries with names that seem to play a clever geographical trick. Iceland, known for its dramatic volcanic landscapes and glaciers, was named by early Norse settlers. Legend has it that a Norseman named Floki Vilagorson deliberately named it Iceland to dissuade others from moving there, despite its relatively temperate coasts and green valleys. Greenland, on the other hand, owes its name to Eric the Red, an exiled Viking who settled there around 982 AD. Eric hoped the name Greenland would attract settlers, despite the island being mostly covered in ice. These contrasting names showcase how early naming often served practical or promotional purposes. Another example is Chile, whose name may originate from the indigenous Mapuche word Chile, meaning where the land ends. Chile's unique geography, a long narrow strip of land flanked by the Andes Mountains to the east and the Pacific Ocean to the west, perfectly fits this description. The country is quite literally at the edge of South America, and its name reflects its striking geographical isolation. Australia, on the other hand, derives its name from ancient theories and myths. Early cartographers believed in the existence of a vast unknown land in the southern hemisphere, which they called Terra Australis Incognita, Latin for unknown southern land. When European explorers eventually discovered the continent, the name Australia was adopted, reflecting this long-held belief in a great southern landmass. Today, the name carries a sense of both mystery and discovery. Rivers have also been a significant source of inspiration for country names. Take India, for instance. Its name comes from the river Indus, which was called Sindhu in ancient Sanskrit. The Persians, who had difficulty pronouncing the S sound, referred to the region as Hind, which evolved into India through Greek and Latin adaptations. Similarly, Niger is named after the river Niger, one of the most important waterways in West Africa. The river's name is believed to have come from the Berber word Ger and Geran, meaning river of rivers. Other countries have names that describe their broader geographical position. For example, New Zealand was named by Dutch explorers who called it Nova Zeelandia after the province of Zeeland in the Netherlands. Its English name stuck after British colonisation, reflecting the European practice of naming distant lands after familiar places. These geographical names reveal how humans have always drawn inspiration from the natural world around them. Whether reflecting rivers, landscapes, or strategic storytelling, these names are windows into how people have historically understood and described the lands they called home. Geography has not just shaped these names, it has shaped the identities of the countries themselves. Names honouring people. Some countries derive their names from influential figures, showcasing how power and legacy shape national identities. Colombia, for example, honours Christopher Columbus, despite him never setting foot in the country. The name reflects European admiration for Columbus as a symbol of exploration and conquest, even though his voyages only touched parts of Central America and the Caribbean. Similarly, Bolivia commemorates Simón Bolívar, the revolutionary leader who played a pivotal role in liberating much of South America. By naming the country after him, Bolivia recognizes his dream of freedom and unity for the region. Saudi Arabia highlights the close ties between leadership and national identity, being named after the Al Saud family who unified the Arabian Peninsula. Under King Abdulaziz Al Saud, the tribes and regions of the area were consolidated, and the name solidifies the dynasty's lasting influence. Similarly, Swaziland, recently renamed Eswatini, reflects a reclaiming of pre-colonial identity. Eswatini, meaning land of the Swazis, honours both the Swazi people and their kings while asserting cultural independence. The Americas owe their name to Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who recognized that Columbus had discovered a new continent, not Asia. A German cartographer, Martin Waldseemüller, immortalized Vespucci's name by labeling the landmass America, cementing his legacy despite his lesser-known role in exploration. In Europe, Liechtenstein takes its name from the ruling Liechtenstein family, who purchased and unified the land in the 18th century. The country remains one of the few monarchies in Europe, with its name serving as a symbol of the dynasty's enduring influence. Countries named after people are enduring reminders of their historical impact. Whether they honour explorers, kings or revolutionaries, these names carry stories of conquest, leadership and identity, connecting the modern world to the legacies of individuals who shaped its history. Names with mythological or religious origins. Some of the most captivating country names have roots in mythology and religion, reflecting the deep spiritual and cultural beliefs of their people. These names often evoke ancient legends, divine figures or sacred events, offering a glimpse into how faith and storytelling have shaped national identities. Take Greece, for example. The name we use today comes from the Latin Graecia, a term the Romans used for the land inhabited by the Greci, an ancient tribe. However, the Greeks themselves call their country Hellas or Ellada, derived from Helen, a mythical ancestor of the Greek people. This dual naming highlights the lasting influence of mythological heritage and external perceptions. Israel provides another example, with its name steeped in biblical significance. According to the Hebrew Bible, the patriarch Jacob was given the name Israel after wrestling with an angel, meaning he who struggles with God. The modern state of Israel adopted this name in 1948, connecting the nation to its ancient religious and cultural roots. Norway, known as Norge in Norwegian, has mythological ties as well. Its name means way to the north or northern way, and it's linked to the seafaring Vikings who dominated the region. While the name itself reflects geography, the rich Norse mythology surrounding Norway, including tales of gods like Odin and Thor, reinforces its cultural identity. In Central America, El Salvador translates to the Savior, a direct reference to Jesus Christ. The country's name reflects the profound influence of Spanish colonization and the Catholic faith. This deeply religious name underscores the spiritual identity of the region and its connection to Christianity. Other countries blend mythological and religious roots in fascinating ways. India gets its name from the river Indus, but the term India also appears in ancient Hindu texts, linking the land to its spiritual and cultural heritage. Similarly, Iraq may derive from ancient Sumerian, with its meaning tied to fertile land or deep roots, highlighting both its agricultural importance and its sacred historical status. These names reveal the enduring power of mythology and religion in shaping national identities. Whether tied to gods, biblical figures or sacred landscapes, these names carry layers of meaning that connect modern nations to their spiritual and cultural origins. By preserving these stories in their names, countries remind us of the profound influence of faith and mythology on human history. Names derived from tribal or ethnic groups. Many countries draw their names from the tribes or ethnic groups that originally inhabited their lands. These names reflect deep cultural and historical ties, often serving as a reminder of the communities that shaped the region's identity long before the modern era. France, for example, takes its name from the Franks, a Germanic tribe that settled in the region following the collapse of the Roman Empire. The Franks' influence on early European history, particularly through figures like Charlemagne, cemented their name in the identity of the land they occupied. The name France stands as a tribute to the tribe that played a pivotal role in shaping European civilization. Similarly, Germany owes its name to the ancient Germanic tribes that the Romans referred to as Germania. While the name Germany is widely used in English, the country is called Deutschland in German, a term derived from the Old High German word Deutsch, meaning of the people. This duality reflects the linguistic and cultural diversity of the region throughout its history. In Africa, tribal heritage is central to many country names. Zambia and Zimbabwe are named after prominent cultural and geographical features associated with local tribes. Zimbabwe, for instance, comes from the Shona phrase Zimba za Mabwe, meaning houses of stone, referring to the ancient stone city of Great Zimbabwe, a symbol of the region's rich pre-colonial history. These names celebrate the enduring legacy of indigenous communities and their connection to the land. In Mexico, the name originates from the Nahuatl word Mexico, used by the Aztecs to describe their capital city. The word is believed to refer to the place in the navel of the moon, reflecting the Aztecs' deep spiritual and cosmic beliefs. By adopting this name, modern Mexico honors its Aztec heritage and its cultural roots. Countries in Eastern Europe also reflect their tribal origins. Russia derived from the Rus people, a group of early Slavic and Scandinavian settlers who established the foundations of the Kievan Rus state, the precursor to modern Russia. The name Russia connects the modern nation to its early historical roots while acknowledging the cultural melting pot of Slavic and Norse influences. Even in the Americas, some countries draw from indigenous tribal names. Canada, for instance, comes from the St. Lawrence Iroquoian word Kanata, meaning village or settlement. When French explorers heard this term, they applied it to the entire region, inadvertently giving the country its modern name. These names, derived from tribes and ethnic groups, preserve the memory of the people who first shaped these lands. They are a testament to the enduring legacy of early communities and their cultural influence, connecting modern nations to their ancestral pasts in profound and meaningful ways. Colonial influence and name changes. The colonial era profoundly impacted the names of many countries, leaving behind a legacy of external influence that still resonates today. Many countries named during this period have since reclaimed or redefined their identities through renaming, reflecting their cultural roots and independence. Indonesia, for example, combines Greek and Latin influences with local geography. The name derives from the Greek word Indos, India, and Nessos, islands, meaning Indian islands. The term was first used by European colonists to describe the vast archipelago that connects Asia and the Pacific. While the name reflects colonial influence, it also acknowledges the country's unique position as a bridge between two continents. In Africa, the renaming of countries after independence often reflected a desire to reclaim pre-colonial identities. Zimbabwe, formerly known as Rhodesia, was named after the ancient city of Great Zimbabwe, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The name change signifies a rejection of colonial rule and a return to indigenous heritage. Similarly, Ghana took its name from the ancient Ghana Empire, a powerful trading civilization that existed long before European colonization. By choosing these names, both countries connected their modern states to historical legacies of strength and autonomy. Sri Lanka, formerly known as Ceylon under British rule, changed its name in 1972 to reflect its ancient heritage. The name Sri Lanka translates to resplendent island in Sanskrit, highlighting the country's deep cultural and historical ties to South Asia. The shift from Ceylon to Sri Lanka marked a significant step in asserting the nation's independence and identity. In some cases, names reflect a blend of colonial and indigenous influences. The Philippines, named after King Philip II of Spain, retained its colonial name despite ongoing discussions about adopting a more indigenous one. Similarly, Malaysia incorporates the name Malaya, used during colonial times, with modern elements to represent the unity of its diverse population. Renaming isn't universal, though. Many countries have kept their colonial-era names due to their global recognition or lack of a widely accepted alternative. However, the process of reclaiming pre-colonial names highlights the importance of identity in shaping how a nation sees itself and how it wishes to be seen by the world. Names shaped by colonial influence and redefined through independence show how deeply the act of naming is tied to history, culture, and self-perception. They reflect the struggles and triumphs of nations as they reclaim their narratives, transforming their names from symbols of conquest into emblems of pride and resilience. The names of countries are more than just labels, they're windows into the past, revealing stories of geography, legends, leaders and cultural transformations. From ancient myths to colonial legacies, each name carries a unique history that shapes a nation's identity. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which country's name story fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more captivating stories from around the world.